Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Cam Jennings coming at you from EpicConversions.com. That's right, it is Cam from Epic Conversions. And what I thought I would do today is I want to talk about Warrior Plus. And this is really funny because this is coming on the back of two other live streams that I did yesterday and the day before, where I talked about Warrior Plus. But I've been testing out this OBS software. And I'm no expert at it, okay? So, I thought both of those live streams had various problems, and I ended up deleting them because I didn't like the way they I didn't like how they turned out as far as like the sound. There was like problems with the sound in both of those live streams. So, I was kind of irritated by it, and I wanted to try again. I wanted to try again. All right, so that's what happened with that. So that's fine. That is fine. But what I want to do today is we're going to be talking about Warrior Plus again today. And I felt like I made some great points, over the last 2 days. But really, I was just looking at the top 10 of Warrior Plus, and I was talking about how. I was talking about the top 10, and I was talking about how, sorry, I'm getting distracted right now. I'm thinking about how when I started this, I did not have it set to send this out to my email list. So essentially, not a lot of people are going to be seeing this live stream I'm doing. That's okay. Not a big deal. I can send a message out to my email list later on about this live stream. Who cares? This is just like when you're dealing with new software that you haven't never really used before. That's kind of the way it is. I'm a big dumb animal sometimes. It'll take me multiple days and times to figure out about software and stuff. So that's all right. We're learning on the fly here. Here we are, OBS, live streaming on Substack, and I'm talking about the Warrior Plus platform. Okay. This is going to be like a primer on Warrior Plus, what it is. So what I want to do is I want to switch my screen. Boom, there I am, switching my screen. Okay, and this is a simple, handy-dandy mind map talking about Warrior Plus. Okay, spotlight on Warrior Plus, right? What is Warrior Plus? Warrior Plus is a popular online marketplace and affiliate network focused on digital products in the internet marketing, software, and business niches, right? It enables vendors to sell products like ebooks and courses, and software, and like utilitarian template packages and stuff like that, while offering a platform for affiliates to earn commissions by promoting these products. Okay, that is what Warrior Plus is. Now, if we come over here to Warrior Plus, go ahead and let them know that I'm a human. Come over here to Warrior Plus. We will see, here is Warrior Plus. Your profit is our business. Okay, so if I come to my dashboard, when I log into Warrior Plus, what I will see is top products of the day. So I'll see a home page here on Warrior Plus, and it'll be top products of the day, and just this will be a top 10 products of the day. Top 10 products of the day. Now, when we say top products of the day, what does that mean? It means top 10 revenue generating products of the day. Top 10 revenue generating products of the day on the platform. I don't know why this is having trouble loading up. But that's what Warrior Plus is. All right. So we'll go ahead and highlight this. Boom, because we got through what it is. Okay. Who is this platform for? What is Warrior Plus about? Who's it for? It's for product vendors and affiliates. And this was kind of said right here in this simple little description. It is for people who want to sell products, and it is for affiliates who want to promote those products. Okay. Now, a lot of times, they are the same people. A lot of the people who promote the products as affiliates, they are also selling their own products. So a lot of the people who are on Warrior Plus do both, okay? A lot of them do both. And that's who this product. That's who this platform is for. Vendors and affiliates. That is who it's for. Did we finally get loaded up? Yes, we finally got loaded up. Now it's so funny because my live stream yesterday, I predicted what the deal of the day was going to be. Okay, and the deal of the day is exactly what I said it was going to be. KDP, keyword Gold Rush. I predicted this would be the deal of the day tomorrow, and here we are tomorrow, and this is the deal of the day. I already predicted that. How did I predict it? It wasn't very hard. We'll go into that a little bit, but it wasn't too hard to predict that. So when we log into Warrior Plus, what we see is a homepage here with the top 10 revenue generating products of the day. These 10 products have made more money on Warrior Plus than any other products on the platform. That's why they are top 10. Now, if I come over here to Marketplace, okay, what'll happen is I will get a chance to take this top 10 revenue generated products. I'll get a chance to extend it out to top 25. So this will be top 25 revenue generating products of the day. All right. Now you might say, what is the point of that? What is the point of that? Well, the top 10 revenue generating products of the day, this is the most competitive products to promote as an affiliate, right? So if you wanted to promote products on Warrior Plus, but you wanted to promote things that were converting, but they weren't quite as competitive. They weren't quite as competitive as the other products. You can find some of those in what I call the back half. This is the back half. 11 through 25 is kind of like the back half. Some of these products used to be in the top 10, so don't get it twisted. Some of these products used to be in the top 10 and they've just fallen out. But some of these products never made it to the top 10. Some of these products can convert and they're just starving for traffic. And that is the back half, is what I like to call 11 through 25. That's a sneaky little affiliate tip for you. The back half. You can reduce your competition by looking in the back half. If you want to promote products that might convert for you, but other people have not noticed yet because they are outside the top 10, you don't see the back half unless you come over to Marketplace Home and switch top sellers to top 25. Okay, so just keep that in mind. This deal of the day up here, what this is, and we notice we're at Marketplace homepage right now, but if I go back to Warrior Plus homepage, what happens is it goes back to the top 10 and we see deal of the day is still up there. If I go to my homepage, vendor dashboard, if I go to affiliate offers, if I go to any of these other pages, this little thing up here, this deal of the day, is going to continue to be up here. So what does that mean? That means more exposure for whatever offer this is. Okay, well, what is the deal of the day? Every single day of the week, I don't think they do it on Sundays, but every other day of the week besides Sunday, what they do is they pick a product that they think is worthy of promoting, right? That the platform itself promotes. And it's an award-winning product. It wins the deal of the day. And when you see these products right here in the top 10, these ones with the trophy beside them, those are deal of the day product winners, okay? That's what that trophy signifies, that they have been awarded the deal of the day. Keyword Rush right here, this was awarded deal of the day just today, okay? Every single day it'll be a different product, and that is the product that Warrior Plus is promoting for that day, all right? So now in my experience, I haven't sold anything on Warrior Plus for about 3 years, but back before when I was selling on Warrior Plus, and let me just go to my offers section here. I haven't sold on Warrior Plus, like I said, for about 3 years. But I don't want you to think I don't know what I'm talking about, because back in the day I did sell on Warrior Plus quite a bit. And, I made a decent amount of money selling on Warrior Plus, right? So if I switch this to archived products, or let me just say all available instead. So if I switch all available, we'll see that I sold quite a few products on Warrior Plus, and I made a decent amount of money on this network. There is a decent amount of money to be made on the Warrior Plus platform. Okay, so just keep it in mind. We see I've sold quite a bit of stuff on this platform. So when I talk to you about Warrior Plus, I want you to know I know what I'm talking about, and I want you to know there's opportunity here. There's opportunity to be had on this platform. Okay, I've also done affiliate marketing on this platform quite a bit. I told you the vendors and the affiliates it's a mixed group of people. They usually do both. And when I sold on this platform, I did both. I promoted other people and I sold my own stuff as well. So, okay, so this is who it's for. It's for vendors and affiliates. How big is Warrior Plus? Okay, how big are we talking about? Okay, well, let's think about it in terms of traffic for a second. How big is the Warrior Plus platform? Okay, let's go to similar sites. Simple little free site. Anybody can use similar sites. And we can type in Warrior Plus, warriorplus.com, and we see Warrior Plus is getting about 1 million visitors a month. Now, another cool feature about similar sites is it'll tell you sites that are similar to Warrior Plus. Now, I will tell you that Muncheye is not really the same thing as Warrior Plus. Muncheye is a product launch calendar. Actually, you can use Muncheye in addition to Warrior Plus. If you're going to launch on Warrior Plus, you can use Muncheye to list your launches and attract more affiliates. Okay, so that's not really a similar site to Warrior Plus. Okay, it's actually a supplemental site that you can use in conjunction with Warrior Plus. JVZoo is a similar site to Warrior Plus. This is basically another networking platform website that's similar to Warrior Plus. It is a place for you to attract affiliates to launch your products, and if you're an affiliate, it's a place for you to find products to promote. Okay, AppSumo. It is a website that is similar to Warrior Plus. JVZoo and AppSumo, yes, are similar websites to Warrior Plus. You got to be careful as an affiliate or as a product vendor when you're using a website like AppSumo. Because with AppSumo, I think they change, and I don't want to talk about this too much because they change AppSumo affiliate program. So let's look at this. So AppSumo is a little different than Warrior Plus or JVZoo because they change the affiliate, the structure, right? The structure right here. Let's look at this. Unlimited commissions. Earn 100% of the sale up to $50 whenever a new AppSumo customer you send us makes a purchase. Okay? Returning customer commissions vary between 0 and 15% based on contract terms. So do you understand, if you're an affiliate marketer and you promote a product on AppSumo, the first time you send your customers to AppSumo, and if they've never made a purchase on AppSumo before, you will earn 100% commissions. The problem is, when you go to promote something else on AppSumo, if you are promoting to your email list, if you're promoting to people who have bought from you before, and let's be honest, 70% of our sales generally come from existing customers, okay, even as affiliates. What's going to happen is your commissions will be reduced dramatically to 0 to 15%. Okay, so you will make almost nothing unless you're sending AppSumo new customers. Okay. Now, who's that good for? Is it good for you? No, it's not good for you as an affiliate. It's bad for you. What it basically means is you constantly have to send new people to AppSumo. Is it good for the product vendor who's selling on AppSumo? No, it's not good for the product vendor selling on AppSumo because their affiliates are not as useful to them. They are going to recruit affiliates to sell for them, and then what happens is once those affiliates sell for them, they need to go out and recruit a whole bunch of new affiliates because those affiliates that they just got to promote for them won't be incentivized to promote for them again because their commission percentage drops so low. Okay, so what it does is it keeps product vendors on a carousel constantly finding new affiliates to promote for them. Who wins? Not the product vendor, not the affiliates. The only one who wins is AppSumo because they constantly get new customers and new email leads in their database. Constant cycle of new for them, okay? But it doesn't really help the product vendors and it doesn't really help the affiliates. So that's why I say AppSumo is a little bit different from Warrior Plus. It's not quite as Warrior Plus is not quite as predatory as AppSumo, okay? So just keep that in mind. Fiverr, you guys are probably aware that Fiverr is not the same thing as Warrior Plus. This is not even the same thing at all. This is like a place where people, can sell their services. This is like for service work type stuff. Okay, and then Warrior Forum is a little bit like Warrior Plus, but it's obviously it's forum based, and I think it's kind of dying. I think Warrior Forum. I think that the consensus is Warrior Forum is kind of past its prime. If we look at Warrior Forum, we can see it's getting 169,000 monthly visits. Okay, and if we do a Google Trend, if we do a Google Trends on Warrior Forum, we can see it's kind of past it's not really trending right now. It doesn't mean it can't come back. It doesn't mean it can't come back, but right now, we look at like 2004 to present, it's just like, no one's really, searching for it, So we'll get rid of this just for confusion's sake, and we'll see where it's at right now, right? We'll see where it's at right now. It's just not, this is interest over time. From 2004, 2005, we see, man, we reached peak popularity back in 2011 for Warrior Forum, right? And now it's like died way down, and who knows what we're talking about. We see, Warrior Plus is getting like Warrior Plus is getting about 1 million visitors a month, right? So what we see here, there's Warrior Plus and there's Warrior Forum, and we see there was a time where Warrior Forum was far more popular than Warrior Plus, and now we see Warrior Plus is, this is just search terms, okay? This is not about traffic, this is about search. Are people searching for this, right? And we can do another search for Warrior Plus like that, right? Right, and we see that's a little more popular, so we'll get rid of this together one, okay? And we see this is the reflection of what is more popular, what is getting more traffic, okay? So we see Warrior Forum has kind of had its day in the sun. It's just not getting as much traffic right now. There's not as much going on there. It doesn't mean you might not be able to go there and be successful. I mean, I sold stuff on Warrior Forum back in the day, but it just means this is not, this is not where a bunch of people are doing stuff. Now that matters because whenever you go to a place like this, usually whenever you go to a place like this to sell a product, or you go to a place like this to do affiliate marketing, you're going there to take advantage of the network of people. So that's why it matters how many people are hanging out there. Okay. Now let's look at, just compare. Let's look at JVZoo. Okay. All right, and we are looking at trends, right? This is Google Trends. We're just looking to see how many people are entering these terms into the search engine, okay? And we see JVZoo is like in the middle. It's in the middle, right? It's in the middle between popularity of Warrior Plus and Warrior Forum, right? So JVZoo, now I'm telling you, when I first started launching products on Warrior Plus, JVZoo was a little more popular than Warrior Plus, and we can see that reflected right here. We see that in 2017. I launched Epic Conversions. By the way, I'm Cam from Epic Conversions, okay? So epicconversions.com, and when I launched Epic Conversions, it was 2010. I'm sorry, not 2010. 2016 is when I launched Epic Conversions. So 2016 is when I launched Epic Conversions, and we can see right here, and it was probably this month, March 2016, when I launched Epic Conversions. And what do we see here? We see JVZoo at a 15, we see Warrior Plus at a 6, and we see Warrior Forum at a 20, right? So JVZoo wasn't even as popular as the Warrior Forum, but Warrior Forum was coming down in popularity. JVZoo was doing pretty well, and Warrior Plus just wasn't there yet. And now here we are in 2026, and we see Warrior Plus is just more popular than these other sites. Now, let's compare it to something you're probably familiar with, ClickBank. Another site that's like this, except it's for a lot of different kinds of products, because these products here, Warrior Plus and JVZoo, these platforms, they mostly, all three of these platforms mostly deal with internet marketing, make money online, BizOp, kind of softwares, PLR, white label rights, kind of stuff like that, right? They kind of really focus on that style of product. ClickBank is a little more broad. They focus on a lot of different kinds of products. So what does this look like compared to ClickBank? So this is to give you an idea. Here's ClickBank in the green, and here's these other sites we've been looking at, right? So it helps sometimes to have a benchmark when you're using Google Trends, especially if you look at something where you have an idea of how popular it is, and you're like, okay, well, I've heard of ClickBank. I know how popular that is. How popular are these other sites in comparison to something I'm already kind of familiar with? You know what I mean? Sometimes it helps to have like a benchmark when you're using a tool like Google Trends. Now, what does that look like for numbers, right? If I look at ClickBank right here, we see ClickBank also about 1 million visitors a month. About 1 million visitors a month. Now we know this 1 million visitors a month is a kind of an average, right? It must be an average, right? Because we can see right here that ClickBank, even today, even now in 2026, it is just being searched for more than these other platforms. However, these are searches. They're just searches in Google. That doesn't mean that people are actually hitting the website. But when it comes to people actually hitting the website, we see ClickBank is at about 1 million visitors a month. That's about the same. That's about the same as Warrior Plus. Okay? Warrior Plus also about 1 million visitors a month. What about JVZoo? We see JVZoo's not quite there anymore. JVZoo's about 400,000 a month. Okay, so we see, and then what about AppSumo? AppSumo is kind of like the new kid on the block, and AppSumo is very popular, right? 2 million visitors a month for AppSumo. Okay, and let's get rid of some of this stuff. Let's get rid of JVZoo. Let's get rid of Warrior Forum, and let's pull in AppSumo. Right? Boom. Let's just see where we're at. Okay, we got AppSumo in the yellow, and we see AppSumo is a little bit, it's a little bit in the middle there, and it's not quite like ClickBank levels, but it was a little better than Warrior Plus for a little while, and now we see Warrior Plus on the rise again. Warrior Plus back on the rise again. I hope you guys understand something about this. Let me just, okay, we're gonna get further into this. I think we can get rid of some of this stuff. Okay, let me come back here, and let me just okay. So what I want to say really quick is that I'm showing you guys traffic, and I'm showing you Google Trends on some of these comparing platforms, and I explained to you the problem with AppSumo, right? Now, it didn't stop AppSumo from being really hyped up a couple years ago. And everyone and their brother was jumping over to AppSumo, right? But, if you're an affiliate out there, and if you're a product vendor out there, it's really smart to look at the numbers and to look at how things work and not just focus on the hype. You got to be careful not to fall into this FOMO cycle. The fact is, the deal on AppSumo is not great. That's not a great deal. It makes my life harder as a product vendor, and it makes affiliates' life harder as affiliates, right? So it pretty much forces your hand as a product vendor to constantly seek out new affiliates, constantly. Now, you can make the argument that you should be doing that anyway, right? You can make the argument that, well, once you have affiliates promoting for you one time, or a few times at least, you can have them promote for you a few launches in a row. You can make the argument that it's smart to let them cool off anyway, to allow them to be able to like replenish their email list with new people, so that you're not paying hefty commissions out to them for leads that you already have acquired, right? You don't want to pay hefty commissions. Why am I paying you 75 to 100% commissions on leads that I already acquired from you with my last product launch? It doesn't make any sense, right? So there is a diminishing return on lead acquisition from referrals, okay? From referral leads, from affiliate leads, there's a diminishing return on that investment. So I hope that makes sense. But anyways, the point is that diminishing return is not the kind of thing that should keep you from having the same affiliates promote for you a few times in a row, right? Yes, there is a diminishing return on investment with affiliate traffic, but it's not like what AppSumo's doing, okay? AppSumo's they're not protecting you as a product vendor. They are out for themselves. That's what that program is all about. So they're putting a high priority on new leads, as they should, and they're putting an extremely low priority on existing leads for them, right? But the thing is, they don't care about your sales. You care about your sales. The affiliates care about sales. They don't. They are 100% prioritizing leads. Now, they're going to take those leads and they're going to promote other stuff to them. They're going to cut you out of the equation, right? So, anyways, something to think about. Let's get back to Warrior Plus. We got a little off topic here. That's a little bit about traffic, okay? So we talked about traffic, so you have an idea of where Warrior Plus stands on the traffic hierarchy. What about money? How does that translate to money? Well, here's the top 10 products on Warrior Plus. Let's look at number 1. Now, these are top 10 money revenue generating products on Warrior Plus. Okay, so if I come over here to affiliate offers, we'll look at our number 1 revenue generating product of the day. Okay, let's go ahead and here it is. So we got 250 sales. And this is 250 plus sales. So this is, they're not giving you an exact number. Now keep in mind, the stats that we're looking at are the stats available to affiliates, potential affiliates. If you are a potential affiliate, you can see these stats. Okay? All you have to do is sign into Warrior Plus to see these numbers. For every product on Warrior Plus, you can see the numbers. It's very helpful if you want to see what's happening. So let's just say conservatively, it's 250 sales, okay? Conversion rate of 20%. Well, if I see conversion rate of 20% and I see 250 sales, then I know 250 is 20% of what? I can type that in and it's going to tell me, right? It's 20% of 1250 or 1250, right? So 1250. So what that's telling me is that a little over 1,200 people have been on this sales page. Okay, that's how much traffic this offer has received. It is converting at 20%, which is very high. I say anything over 10% is good. And you might say, well, why do you say 10%, Camp? I say 10% because all the traffic you should be getting on Warrior Plus should be warm traffic. It should either be coming from your email list or it should be coming from affiliates. And those affiliates are going to be sending traffic from their audiences or their email lists 9 times out of 10. They will not be sending cold traffic to your offers. If they are sending cold traffic to your offers, they don't know what they're doing, okay? They don't know what they're doing if they're sending cold traffic to your offers. Okay? 9 times out of 10, they don't know what they're doing. Now, you can make an argument for direct mail. You can make an argument, like there's this whole like postcard marketing thing I've been looking into. But the thing about that is, you don't use something like that for low ticket offers, and Warrior Plus is full of low ticket offers, okay? We see the average sale is $27.12, okay? So this is the number 1 revenue generating product of the day right now. That means it's made more money today than any other product. And how much money has this product made in all? How much money has this product made in all? Well, let's just say conservatively, we got 250 sales, and the average sale is $27.12. Okay, so this product has made about $6,700. Okay, that's number one revenue generating product today. Okay, in all, it's made about $6,700. Okay, it has an affiliate contest associated with it, and it's won a deal of the day. Okay, in my experience, whenever my product wins a deal of the day, and I have had, I think, 4 or 5 products win deal of the days when I was doing offers on Warrior Plus, it always increased my conversions. It always increased my units sold by about 30%. So it's significant. Winning deal of the day is very helpful. Okay, but anyways, so this is we're looking at the affiliate contest. So this is first place $150, second place $50, third place $25. No minimum sales are required to qualify. The contest combines sales from multiple shopping carts. Contest runs from March 3rd, 2026, 11 a.m. That was yesterday through March 9th. So this is a 1-week contest. And we look at the contest and we see we have 7 people getting sales, 7 affiliates getting sales. Right, so we see this thing's done over $3,000 in sales. It's got 100 plus units sold. Okay, so that's number one revenue generating product of the day. So that's the kind of numbers you're looking at for number one. So instead of looking at the top 10 for just today, we could look at last 7 days. We could look at last 30 days and do that same process to figure that out. Right. But another thing we can do is we can come over here and go back to affiliate offers, and it's sorting by pulse score, right? If I don't change it, it's going to sort by pulse score. Okay, pulse score is kind of like gravity on ClickBank. It basically takes a number of things basically to tell you what products have the hot hand right now. What is converting the best right now? What is being talked about the most? What is the most popular, right? If I question mark that little heart, it says, what is a pulse score? Okay. At Warrior Plus, each offer has an associated pulse score. The pulse score is an indicator of the overall performance of each offer. It's calculated over several months based on a number of pre-selected criteria. Warrior Plus introduced this metric to help affiliates identify high-performing offers and quality products. The higher the pulse score, the better it is, right? So they don't tell you like what all the pulse score is. It's a variety of factors. It's a lot like the gravity score on ClickBank, okay? That's how I look at the pulse score. Anyways, what we see here is the highest pulse score right now on ClickBank or on Warrior Plus is this Manaka Royalty, right? And it's got a 55.15 pulse score. It's got over 1,000 units sold. Visitor value of $12.97. That is, if someone visits the sales page, on average, they are worth $12.97. It has an average sale value of $70. It's converting at 19%. Okay? So if we say it's got 1,000 plus sales and it's converting at 19%, I mean, you can come over here and you can say 1,000 is 19% of what? Now we could do the math, right? But this is just an easy way to do it, right? So we see about 5,200 people have visited this sales page. So that's the kind of traffic this high pulse score product is getting. So how much money has this made? You know, it's 1,000 plus sales, 19% conversion rate. Like I said, anything above 10% is pretty good in my book with warm traffic. So we can come down here and look at the affiliate contest, which has ended, by the way. The affiliate contest is over. This contest has ended. $50,000 in sales. $50,000 in sales, over 500 units sold. 500 plus units sold, right? So that's what you're kind of looking at. So when you think about how much money is on Warrior Plus, you're looking at thousands and thousands of dollars. These launches that are doing in the top 10, they make decent money. They make decent money. Now, generally, when we look at these products, let's go ahead and go back to affiliate offers. Okay. Generally, when we look at these products, when you think about how this money gets made, right? And let's look at a product, a typical product right here. Alessandro's Manga Detective AI. Let's look at this one. The typical Warrior Plus product is usually fairly low ticket on the front, and it has a sales funnel, right? So we see a funnel map here, right? We got the front end, then we got OTO1, OTO2, OTO3, OTO4, OTO5. Now, what I want you to notice about the sales funnel is it is maximized for revenue. Like, what do I mean by that? Do you notice how if they buy the front end, they will be offered OTO1? Now, whether they buy OTO1 or not, they will be offered OTO2. Whether they buy OTO2 or not, they will be offered OTO3. That's represented by the blue line and the orange line. The blue arrow represents they bought OTO2, so now they're going to go OTO3. The orange arrow represents they did not buy OTO2, and we see it's still going to the same product, OTO3. Now, this is profit maximized, okay? What do I mean? What do I mean? Okay, so like there's a few ways you could do it. We could have a front end product, okay? Then we could have boom, 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 okay? And then like I'm going to put a product funnel together for you real quick so you can see what I'm talking about, okay? So let's just say let's use down sells, okay? So here we're going to have front end OTO1, OTO2, OTO3, and now we're going to downsell 1, downsell 2, downsell 3. Okay, so with these downsells, it's going to be like a lighter version of OTO 1, right? The downsell is going to be like a lighter version of OTO 1, okay? And OTO 1, let's just say OTO 1 is like $27, okay? So then downsell 1 is going to be like, you know, $17, right? So maybe maybe OTO 1, maybe this is a special report, you know, and this is like, you know, $20. Or, you know, we could even make it cheaper. We'll say it's $10 for the special report. And then we got this video supplemental for OTO 1, okay? And it's basically the same thing that's in the special report, but it's more like a video presentation, right? And then the DS1 will just be the audio, because this OTO 1 has the video, it's got the audio, it's got the slides, it's got the extra stuff, right? But then DS1, we take away some of the extra stuff, but they still get some extra stuff. It's like the lighter version of OTO 1. And look, we can do the same thing at OTO 2. This will be like $47. Don't pay attention to the prices going up or going down. The prices are irrelevant. The prices can be whatever you want them to be. The point is not the price, okay? Let's say, oh, they didn't get OTO 2? Okay, well, let's offer DS2, okay? Oh, and then this will be, you know, we'll say this is going to be $197, right? Oh, and if they don't buy that, okay, we'll offer them this at $97, right? And in all cases, we're talking about a lighter version, right? We're all talking about lighter version in all cases, right? So how does this work? Okay, so we got the green line, right? And then we got the orange line, right? Now green means they bought it, and orange means they didn't buy it, okay? So let's go green line first, okay? So they buy the front end product, they're going to be offered OTO 1. They buy OTO 1, they're going to be offered OTO 2. They buy OTO 2, they're going to be offered OTO 3. Okay? That's what the perfect situation looks like. All right? They buy everything in your funnel. Now, we got downsells. So what if they don't buy the front end, right? If they don't buy the front end, then, oh, they're out. You lose them for good. They're done. They didn't buy. They failed to convert. Okay. But what if they do buy the front end? Okay. And then they get offered OTO1 and they say, no, I don't want that. I just want the front end. Well, now you're going to offer them DS1. Okay. Now, whether they buy DS1 or not, downsell 1, they're going to be offered OTO2. Okay. So whether they buy it or not, they're going to be offered OTO2. Okay. So now let's say they buy OTO2, they're going to go to OTO3. But if they don't buy OTO2, they're going to be offered DS2. Okay. Now, whether they buy DS2 or not, they will be offered OTO3. Okay? And if they don't buy OTO3, they will be offered DS3. But here's the thing. I have 6 products in my funnel, and I have 1 product on the front end. That's a 7-product funnel. All right? So each one of these products costs money, right? 27, 17, 47, 27, right? Each one of these products costs money, but there is not a world where someone would buy everything in this funnel. There's not a world that exists. In fact, so like if we think about, okay, well, $10 plus the $27 plus the $17 plus the 47 plus the 27 plus the 197 plus the 97, there's not a world in which you're going to make $422 off of a customer in this funnel. It's impossible. Because what happens is, if they buy the front end and they buy all 3 upsells, what happens is you have just now eliminated effectively half of your sales funnel, right? Just from having downsells. So the best way to do it instead is to not have any downsells. Like, forget the downsells. Forget the downsells, man. Forget the downsells. Instead, have products that all like are congruent with each other. They're all congruent with each other, but they all stand alone. They're all congruent with each other, but they don't support each other. They're not contingent. These products are not contingent on whether or not someone purchases another product. The problem with downsells is that they are contingent on whether or not someone purchases a product. What's going to happen is we're just going to put these black lines, okay? Because whether they buy or they don't buy, OTO1, okay, sorry. OTO1 is going to OTO2. Whether they buy or don't buy, they're going to OTO2. Whether they buy or don't buy, they're going to OTO3. Okay? Whether they buy OTO3 or not, they are going to OTO4. Okay? Whether they buy OTO4 or not, they're going to OTO5. Whether they buy OTO5 or not, they're going to OTO6. So in this way, every single customer that buys the front end product is they're going to see everything in the funnel. So that funnel right there is fully maximized for profit. Okay, so that is what I mean when we look at Alessandra's funnel here, and we see they're going to hit every single product in this funnel. So every customer that buys the front end will be exposed to every product in the funnel, right? So that's fully maximized for profit, and this is going to help you make more money. It's going to help your affiliates make more money, which is going to attract more affiliates. Okay. So anyway, so that's how that works. And we can look at the funnel. We see he's going 50% through the whole funnel. 50%, this is for his affiliates. 50% for front end, 50% on the entire funnel, right? That's what's going on. So what does that mean for an affiliate? What does that mean for an affiliate? Okay, that means if I send customers through this funnel, I have the potential of earning $850 plus $1350 plus $1850 plus $3350 plus $1850 plus $23.50. Okay, so the potential is there for me to earn $116 per customer. Now, that doesn't mean that's the dream scenario. That's if a customer goes through and buys every single product. But the potential is there. That is my ceiling as an affiliate. Now, this is important. If you want to do affiliate marketing on Warrior Plus, it's important that you understand what your ceiling is. How much do you stand to make? I stand to make $116 a customer, no reoccurring. There are no reoccurring products in this sales funnel. Okay, it's not a deal breaker. It's not a deal breaker. Like, to me, if I'm going to do affiliate marketing, I want to at least have the potential to make $100. Man, your sales funnel needs to at least give me the potential to make $100. You know, like when you start promoting products on Warrior Plus or anywhere else where the ceiling is like $20 or $25, you are setting yourself up for failure. All right, you are setting yourself up for failure. You don't want to do that. The numbers matter. All right, it can't just be about, is it a good product? Yes, it needs to be a good product, but that's just the floor. That's the floor. It's assumed that it's a good product. Before you even bother start looking at the numbers, it's got to be a good product. But what if they're all good products? Then how do you determine what you're going to be promoting? You know what I mean? And this is what I'm talking about. The numbers have to make sense for you. All right. So anyways, just to kind of give you a little bit of idea of how things work. That's how the money works when it comes to Warrior Plus. And that's the kind of money you're looking at. Usually a few $1,000s on these products. Usually it's on average a few $1,000s on these products they're actually selling. If you're doing it right and you're getting affiliates to promote. Let's take another look. Let's look at the other end of the spectrum though. Okay. I don't even know if people are. Okay. Let's take another look at the. Okay, let's take another look at the spectrum. Okay, so let me close this. Here we are. Here we are on Warrior Plus affiliate offers. I want to get another look at affiliate offers from the opposite end of the spectrum. Let's change this from pulse score to launch date. Let's look at the stuff that launched today, you guys. 3/4/2026. What launched today? Let's look at what launched today. This is all, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? We got 7 products that launched on this platform today. All right? We got right here. We got 17% conversion rate, 50 plus sales, 346 prompts for Cozy Girl coloring books, 70% conversions. We got an average sale of $40.28. Okay, $40.28. Visitor value 667. We got 26% conversion, 5 plus sales. What is this is telling this right here? It's like converting, but it's starved for traffic. Homestead Hustle Viral Videos PLR. It's not getting any traffic. It's not getting any support, right? Not getting any help, right? And you can see it. Look, 26% conversion rate, only 5 sales. 5 plus sales, 26% conversion rate. What's that telling you? You know? You can easily figure it out, even if you're not into math. 5 is, 26% of what? 19. Less than 20 people have been to this sales page. Less than 20 people have been to this sales page. Just starving for traffic. Notice there is no gift box associated with this offer. So it does not have an affiliate contest attached to it. So keep that in mind, right? That could be part of the reason why it's not getting any traffic. If your sales page is not getting any traffic on Warrior Plus, it's not even about like if the sales page can convert, right? It's not even about can it convert. It's not even getting the traffic to convert. We got a decent sales funnel here. A little bit light. Looks a little light to me. I mean, I don't even think that's $100. Let's take a look. 1 plus 498 plus 11 plus 15 plus 18, 50 plus 8, 50. Okay, so that's 58.98. It's a little light to me, a little bit light. I can tell you I would not promote this. The numbers don't make sense for me personally. It's a waste of my time to send traffic to this. Unless, I'm trying to make some kind of alliance happen with this product vendor. I'm trying to form some kind of alliance. Then maybe it makes sense. But generally, no. So we got 300 Homestead Hustle viral videos, PLR included. This is not really being supported by affiliates, right? There's not enough traffic. It's only had 20 people hit the sales page. Maybe it just launched, Maybe that's what it is, but it's got a 28% conversion rate on a $1 product. It's only $1. So, you'd like to think it could convert. 28% is fantastic, but you'd like to think you could do even better when it's only $1. This is not getting supported enough, man. There's not anybody supporting this. Okay, so anyways, what else? So we got this one. We got another one right here. 10 plus sales, 9%. Billionaire Blueprint PLR. $23.94 average sale, visitor value of $1.74. It's 9% conversion rate, 10 plus. Again, we can do the same little song and dance, right? We can say 10 is 9% of what? I used to do this on a calculator all the time. It's just easier to do it this way. 111 people have visited this sales page. 111 people have visited this sales page. Around that, right? It's like right there. It's underperforming a little bit. Like if this was my product, and I know Francis, but if this was my product, I can tell you, I would be a little unhappy with my conversion. I'd be trying to boost them a little bit. Download the Billionaire Blueprint that builds wealth over time with full unrestricted use license. It's not a bad headline, but I would probably be trying to tweak it to get my conversion up. It's not bad. I think that there's a lot. I'm not going to go into individual. This is like a primer on Warrior Plus. This isn't like a deep dive into sales page conversion, okay? I'm not going to do that right now. We've covered a lot here. There are things that could be done to boost this conversion rate a little bit. But Francis has an affiliate contest associated with this. You see the little gift box here. He has about almost a 10%, not quite a 10%. Sales page is underperforming a tiny bit. Not a lot of sales, not a lot of traffic. Sales page. Sorry, guys, not where I meant to go. So I was looking for the contest. $100, $50 for second place. $100 first place, $50 for second place. No minimums, right? So 10 plus sales, $250 in sales made. We got 5 affiliates promoting this with sales. Okay, there could be more people promoting this, but they do not have sales. The 10 plus sales have come from these 5 people plus the product vendor, Francis. Okay, so that's where the sales have come from, right? So not tons of affiliates on the board promoting this. So, when I look at this, I see a little bit of a trend happening, right? And the trend is, let me close this. Hold on a second. What I see is a trend happening here. When we look at launch date, we sort by launch date. The trend I notice happening is the PLR, right? The PLR, a lot of the PLR, 346 prompts. That's AI related. Not doing too bad. 50 plus sales, 17% conversion, average sale of $40. 6.67 visitor value. Okay? PLR underperforming. Starving for traffic. PLR starving for traffic. PLR starving for traffic. Okay? This right here, 63% conversion rate. It's limited PLR. Limited to 50. This is Tiffany Lambert's offer. Just put it out today. Limit 50. She's only selling 50. 63% conversion rate. That's crazy good. Got 50 sales. Obviously, it was limited to 50. 1881 visitor value. I'm sorry, 1881 average sale. Visitor value 605. Lambert, I think this is all 100% coming from her own email list, right? I don't think she has any affiliates promoting this. There's no affiliate contest associated with it. And if we look at it, 2 products in the funnel. I mean, you can request to promote it, but it's not really affiliate friendly, is it? It's just not really. It's 50%, and it's 50%, and you stand to make $9.50. That's the ceiling, $9.50. So this is not really an affiliate friendly product, okay? Not really an affiliate friendly product. This is PLR, okay? This is AI PLR right here. 37% conversion rate, only 10 plus sales. Again, this is an example of something that's starving for traffic. We got Charles Harper, one of my favorite PLR sellers. 10 plus sales, 14% conversion rate. Gemini, no code agents. Starving for traffic, man. Starving for traffic. Hybrid PLR, 3 income streams, all AI. All AI, right? Tiffany Lambert. Tiffany Lambert put out 1, 2, 3 products today. This girl launched 3 products today, man. Holy moly. So, it's interesting. She put out a product yesterday. Charles Harper put out a product on the 2nd. There's a lot going on Warrior Plus. And there's a lot to be seen within these numbers. This is mostly a primer video. I'm kind of getting lost in the sauce a little bit. So let me stop with all these numbers and stuff. Just wanted to give you an idea of what kind of money was happening on Warrior Plus, okay? Where does the traffic come from? What is the path to Warrior Plus? Okay, most of the traffic on Warrior Plus, the direct traffic you see, I showed you there's 1 million visitors a month hitting Warrior Plus. Most of the people who actually do this, most of the people who say, okay, I'm going to Warrior Plus and see what's going on, most of the people who do what I just did are vendors and affiliates, okay? There's not a lot of customers that just took the path that I just now took. There's not a lot of customers who do what I just did just there. Not a lot of customers coming here and looking at the deal of the day. Not a lot of customers coming here and looking at the top 10. It's mostly product vendors and affiliates. The customers, on the other hand, the customers don't generally visit the website directly. They are coming through email lists and audiences, right? And what happens is they're hitting sales pages, and then the buy button on the sales page is a Warrior Plus buy button. They click on that buy button, and boom, then they're on the Warrior Plus website. All right, that is generally, so they are hitting the website through checkout pages. The customers are hitting Warrior Plus through checkout pages, not through the whole platform I've just been showing you guys. That's important to remember, because you need to understand that you can't just go to Warrior Plus and launch a product and expect a bunch of customers to find your product. That's not really how it works on Warrior Plus. If you try to do that, you're not going to sell a lot of your product. The way it works on Warrior Plus is you have to recruit affiliates. You have to recruit affiliates if you want to launch on Warrior Plus. Don't expect customers to be browsing Warrior Plus looking for a cool product to buy. That's not generally how it works. Okay? Usually the only ones hanging around on the Warrior Plus website are product vendors and affiliates. Okay? So just keep that in mind. That's the path, right? Hope that makes sense. All right? Does it cost money to be on this platform? Okay? Yes. All right? Vendors. Okay? If you decide to sell your own products instead of just promoting others, first of all, it doesn't cost you anything to list a product on Warrior Plus. You can list products all day long on Warrior Plus for free. Transaction fees. So when you sell something, you pay 4.9% plus 10 cents per successful transaction, right? So when you sell something, it's 4.9% plus 10 cents to Warrior Plus. That doesn't include your payment processor, right? So you're also going to be paying an additional, little bit of a percentage to like PayPal or to Stripe. Those are the two big ones on Warrior Plus. Some people do direct merchant, but like Stripe and PayPal are the two big ones. You pay Stripe or PayPal their little percentage, plus you pay Warrior Plus their little percentage for transactional fees, okay? That's how it works on Warrior Plus for a vendor. Now for affiliate, when I was on Warrior Plus 3 years ago, there wasn't no fee for an affiliate. But just recently, I've decided I want to get back into Warrior Plus, and what I found was now I needed to pay a $5 application fee to be an affiliate on Warrior Plus. This covers the administrative cost of reviewing your profile. It's mandatory for those who want to unlock full affiliate features. Identity verification, you must complete this step using a valid photo ID to receive payments, right? Funds cannot be released from your Warrior Plus wallet unless this is finished, right? So basically, you have to pay $5. It's a one-time fee if you want to be an affiliate on Warrior Plus. Is it worth it? Yes, it's worth it. If you want to make money with Warrior Plus, it's worth it. You can make a lot more than $5 as an affiliate on Warrior Plus. So yes, it's absolutely worth it. And another reason why it's worth it, and I'm glad they implemented this. Because one of the reasons I left Warrior Plus 3 years ago is because it was too scammy. I was having too much trouble with sketchy affiliates. Just giving me trouble as a product vendor. So this making people give $5 and verify their ID, this is a good way to help keep the affiliates. It's not foolproof, but it's a good way to cut down on sketchy affiliates, all right? If someone has to enter a real photo ID and do a $5 application fee, then this is a good way to keep everything on the up and up. So it's really good. Affiliates do not pay a percentage of their earned commission back to the platform. Okay, so this is how much it costs. That's what it costs. If you want to do business on Warrior Plus, that's what the deal is, right? And it's worth it. Listen, if you can't afford to spend $5 to do affiliate marketing on Warrior Plus, then I don't think you're really taking your business very seriously. If you can't even afford to invest $5, then yeah, I don't know. I think that you might need to reconsider, what you're trying to do to make money. That's what I would say about that. And then finally, how do you use this platform, right? 3 ways. 3 ways we use Warrior Plus. 1, networking, right? Warrior Plus is competitive and it facilitates affiliates and vendors networking with each other. It facilitates this. How? Look, we have a top 10 every single day. Vendors are competing every single day to make this top 10. Why? Because this is by revenue generated. You only have 2 ways of seeing revenue generated. When you log into the homepage, these top 10 products, they are what's on they are what's put on a pedestal, right? These are what's put on a pedestal. If you go to the marketplace and you go to home, yes, it's kind of hidden, but you can change it to the top 25, and now you got 25 products on a pedestal for revenue generated. But nothing else can be sorted by revenue generated. Nothing. The only other way to sort products is to go to affiliate offers, right? And you can sort by pulse score, or you can sort by, you can sort by sales, or you can sort by launch date. There's a way you can do that. But the thing about it is, that doesn't go by date, right? That doesn't go by date. So if I sort by sales, I could see stuff from years ago. If I sort by launch date, it just shows me products that launched today and how they're doing on sales. But as far as what products are very successful and what is current and stuff like that, trying to align stuff that just recently launched with stuff that is making money, because this is a launching platform. You're looking for stuff that just launched recently, when you're trying to align stuff that just launched recently and stuff that is making money, there's no other way to do that really on here to combine those things except, the pedestal that they create here. This home, right? And you can go top 25 or top 10. The marketplace home, you can switch it to top 25 if you want. Or the Warrior Plus home, as soon as everybody logs in, they see the Warrior Plus home, and these are the top 10, and they're on a pedestal. So what does that do? All right, that creates competition with the product vendors. The product vendors immediately are competing with each other to make it to this top 10. The Warrior Plus top 10, put your product on this homepage. It's going to increase your traffic, point blank. Why will it increase your traffic? Because affiliates are looking at this top 10, and if you're outside of the top 10, your exposure to affiliates goes way down, right? Exposure to affiliates goes way down. So this is all about exposure, and that gets you traffic. Okay, so anyways, so they create competition in that way. It's competitive. Also, they got these badges. Vendor has 42 featured offers. Elite affiliate, top 5% affiliate, top 5% on the platform, top 5% on the platform. Elite vendor, top 5% vendor. Okay, so these badges they're like basically accolades, right? They're accolades. They're designed to help you boost your status on the platform. They're designed to make other people want to reach out to you and network with you and do business with you. So in this way, they create this kind of competitive environment that facilitates affiliates and vendors working with each other. Okay? The affiliate, they give you abilities to do, they give you these abilities to do like affiliate contests. Okay, they give you these abilities to do affiliate contests, and with these affiliate contests, you see all these affiliate contests right here. The affiliates are competing for prize money, but not just for prize money. These affiliate contests are available to anybody to see. So what happens is, if you're winning an affiliate contest like this, what happens? It's going to make other product vendors want to network with you. It's going to make other people want to do business with you because they see that you're doing good things. You just won this affiliate contest, or you ranked in the top 5 of this affiliate contest. They're going to see that, and they're going to want you to promote for them. So what this does, these little things that Warrior Plus does, is it facilitates networking between vendors and affiliates. Okay? So that is pretty cool. So the networking is helpful. Lead acquisition. Okay, one of the best ways to use this platform is with low ticket products that have fully realized sales funnels. That means a product that's like $20 on the front end, and then it has like 6 or 8 products in the funnel to not only make more money for your affiliates, but to make more money for you as well. All right, so lead acquisition with the low ticket front end products, and then obviously, help make money for your affiliates and for you. But lead acquisition, low ticket front end products to make yourself good buyer lead acquisition, right? And then revenue, right? Obviously, if you build out your funnel and you have a back end in place, you can make good revenue with all these leads coming in. Okay, so these are the 3 ways that you use the Warrior Plus platform. All right, so anyways, let me go ahead and I think I've covered everything. All right, very cool. So let me go ahead and stop that. All right, I think we're good. This has been a primer on Warrior Plus. I am Cam from Epic Conversions. If you like this video, like I try to do these live streams like several times a week. So, just subscribe to me on Substack if you enjoyed this. And, if you want to know more about how my business works and how I do business, subscribe to my email list. That's the best place to learn more about my business and see how I do things, epicconversions.com. And I think that's it. That's a wrap. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace now. Take care of yourselves.